What's good, YouTube? It's Diablo. Welcome to the channel, man. Today, we're going to be reacting to, or we're going to be checking out this video. It's called Inside the Life of a Painter by Carmen Cicero. Hold on one second, man. I got to check it out. How do you pronounce that? Carmen Cicero. He's about to let us know, man. But the reason for me watching this video today, bro, is because ever since I was a kid, man, I've been an artist, and I never really was like a painter guy. I played around with spray paint and shit like that from time to time. We ain't gonna talk about that, but yeah, man, I always been interested in art, and I've been wanting to crunch down and get back into my craft. So a lot of this type of stuff I like to watch to get inspiration and things like that, man. So that's simply what it is. But let's check it out. Let's see what Mr. Carmen has to say.
I don't know what I'm going to draw until I start. That is a extremely strange moment in the creative act. You don't know when to make a move. There's a lot at stake, so to speak. I stare at this thing and something starts to manifest itself. That feeling is very intense and exciting.
You can see it in his eyes.
It's not a bad feeling, but it's not necessarily a good feeling. It's an exciting feeling. I say this, and I mean it. One tiny brushstroke, I wouldn't change. When I was misbehaving in my classes when I was a kid, the teacher would just tack up a piece of paper, or a big piece of paper on the wall, and then I'd just quiet down and get busy making a painting. And that's just a metaphor for how I really am in my daily life. This is, I think, one of my very, very favorite paintings. The subject matter is, I find, extremely peculiar. Sometimes it feels like it's a stage play, and sometimes
Like a
it feels
vampire or some
like it's
shit.
just a reality and people being frightened by an image in the garden out there. I don't see myself in this one at all. The human condition. That's what I deal with. It has violence in it, it has humor in it, seriousness, love, it has touches of sexuality. It
Bro,
has
that's nice.
all the human characteristics.
And I know, look, I know it's a lot of people that may watch this video, or whoever may watch this video. What the hell am I talking about? But yeah, man, this art, I see it from a different perspective because I worked in a gallery before. You know what I'm saying? I used to just wrap a couple of paintings and help them travel it to where they go take it to and shit like that. But I've seen a lot of art like this. So, your first impression on it, you be like, it look like something that a third grader can do, but it's deeper than that. And that's why they make more money off this type of art than more of the shit that you can actually see and understand. So yeah, man, when you see this type of art, bro, never try to judge it, because hey, the artist, he felt some type of way to be able to put that type of, image on the paper, man. So yeah, I've seen a lot of this type of art.
He's got big greedy hands, this guy.
Man, grabbing titties.
I probably was 17 or 18 years old. I lived in Newark, New Jersey, and I went down to a river. I never had any lessons or teaching, and I set up a little place to paint, and I painted a nice picture, and it's around somewhere, I don't know where, but I still have it. It was actually pretty good. I had a funny experience with it. I put it up with a bunch of the paintings that I painted in recent times, and there was a gal that came over. I said, well, which one of these do you like best? She pointed to the first one I ever painted.
Ah, damn.
My first painting I ever sold in my life, I sold to the Newark Museum. This really, well, it startled me, and it startled my father, So from then on, instead of look, my son's a doctor, it was look, my son's an artist. So that changed everything around. I was drafted around 1944, 45, as soon as I turned 18. And I was in something called intelligence and reconnaissance. I got on the ship and I was headed for Japan. Well, right in the middle of the boat trip, the war ceased, the end of the war. Oh, was I happy. Whew. And the ship that I was on, and it went straight to the Philippine Island, and I was there for a year, and I had more damn fun. They didn't know what to do with me, so, well, you know, I was a musician. So they said, well, start up a band, we'll make all the arrangements. Well, the arrangements were practically nothing, I mean, except for the musical instrument. So I did a whole number there. I set up the band and I used all my talents. I made the stands for the musicians, and I had got a sign painter and paint big, beautiful things on the walls. And the soldiers would be down below and we put on a show. So it was just a whole lot of fun because my favorite people are jazz musicians. They have a kind of a personality that is very appealing to me. I started with clarinet. I was a serious clarinet player.
Like
I
me,
studied with the best teachers in New
I'm an artist and I play the drums. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty decent at drums and shit like this. So like every artist is like it always stems from an instrument or something, bro. Like I play the drums, I can draw, I can paint, but I just never really, you know what I'm saying? I don't really dibble or dabble into that a lot, but yeah, I really can paint. All it takes me about 30 minutes, just play with some colors and shit, get the tones I need, and I'm on my way. But yeah, man, I'm enjoying the hell out of this shit. I love watching shit like this, man.
York. One day I was carrying a painting about 9 feet long, and the director of the Guggenheim Museum came down the street. So as I remember, he already bought one of my paintings, so I knew him. But anyway, yeah, could you help me carry this painting up? Which was audacity beyond belief. No one would do that today. So he said, okay. So he helped me carry it up. And then he said, well, I carried it up, unwrap it, let me see it. So I unwrapped it and he bought it. It was in the first show at the Guggenheim Museum with Juan Miro. So the director of the museum, James Johnson Sweeney, called me up and said, Miro looked at your painting, he thought it was a marvelous painting. I said, oh my God. I said, I was really overwhelmed. I got a piece of paper and I made a little drawing, you know, and I sent it to him in Mallorca, Spain. I forgot all about it. You know, thank you for what you said, and blah, blah, blah. About 2, 3 weeks later, I got an envelope from Mallorca. I said, oh boy, I hope this is what I think it is. Boom, I pulled it out, and it was a drawing by Miro. And it said, with an affectionate greeting to Carmen Cicero, Juan Miro. Whoa! So I treasured this thing. But guess what happened? Tragedy. My studio burned down. All my paintings burned down. My Miro work burned down.
Oh,
and that was
man.
the end of that story. Very sad.
Damn.
I was a pretty well-known artist. I was an abstract expressionist painter when I started. That was the prevailing mode. But at one point I said, this is not me. The worst thing I want to be would be a second-generation abstract expressionist. No.
Yeah, he
I
didn't
want
want
to be
that.
anything that I didn't invent myself.
Nah, for sure.
And so I started to paint figurative painting. Very few people were doing it. There were some, but very few. So I had a lot of paintings of that kind, and they all burned down. So my contribution...
Like shit like this, bro, 100%. Like I can see it now. In the gallery I was at, this right here be like 33,000 for sure. I can see the price. I can see it now. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, never judge this type of shit. It's all about the expression, what another person gets out of it. Sometimes the tone, sometimes the color just do it. And I figured something out too. I found something out. So like at our gallery, what he used to do is, you know, they try to get all good alcohol, all the good alcohol. I'm talking about flooded out with some of the best alcohol you can ever just, you know what I'm saying, sip on. Me, I don't really drink. But yeah, man, they'll do that. You come in there socializing, dancing and shit. See some paint, you already full of that liquor. Oh yeah, your ass coming out of there. You spending about 50,000. That's white folks for you. They be partying like a motherfucker. I didn't seen it. God damn. But yeah, this right here probably about 33,000 for sure.
And my significance was not recorded. After the fire, I didn't know how to start or where to. It was really a terrible, terrible experience. Really terrible. What happened after that was that I moved to New York, and I found this place.
And I wish
Well,
I had
first of
like a
all,
studio
Mary was
like
a
that.
beauty. She was working as a waitress in Truro, Cape Cod.
Oh yeah, man,
I
found them
went in
some.
and I saw Mary and said, "Oh boy, that is my type." She was just full of life and pep. I mean, it was remarkable. And apparently, I appealed to her. We got a little gift on.
Guys, you heard what he said? Did you just hear what this man said? You go for the ones that you appeal to, man. Like my girl right now. Like me, in a time where I found my girl, I'm not finna make this no rant. But in the time I found my girl, man, I wasn't really looking for nobody. And when I finally found who was quote unquote gonna be my girlfriend, I wasn't even looking at her like that. I was just like, oh, just another female that just wants to be my friend. We can be cool and just talk on the phone. I wasn't even trying to I wasn't even trying to get busy. I was just chilling in my own lane, in my own world. I didn't really care to be dealing with nobody. And just a year into being a friend, that happened. So yeah, man, always go for the people that come for you, man. Chasing this shit, you gonna be chasing the wrong thing. You gonna be chasing closure.
You know, from the first day on, it was almost just continuous. Ba 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 la da da dee la da 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 ba da do ba 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 body and soul ba da dee ba.
Yeah, I first moved in with Carmen in 1979, and it was still raw here on the Bowery in
Oh,
those
yeah.
days.
The whole place was empty, and there were no shades, windows, nothing. I thought people were looking in on me, although who the hell would look in and what are they going to see anyway? I looked out that window right there, which was open halfway, and there's a cat looking in at me. He was a nasty looking thing with an eye running and an ear chewed off. So I said, "Scat!" Wouldn't move. So I looked at that cat and I said, "It's a New York cat." Wouldn't move. When I moved here, there wasn't one building on this block that was higher than 4 stories. You
Damn.
could see as far as you were able to see that way. You know, whatever your vision was, it would go to the end. And most of the people that lived in these buildings were artists, and they were very few. Probably I'm romanticizing it, but it was very interesting. I wasn't stuck here like many people. I was only here in the wintertime, and I had a summer house on Cape Cod, a beautiful house. This was a railroad station at one time. We still have the sign, and people waited right here for the trains to come. I remember coming up this road here a long, long time ago and seeing this house, which of course looked a whole lot different than it does now.
Oh yeah.
It was pretty
He done
shabby.
pimped it out.
You know, we fix it a little bit every year.
Oh, you pimped it out.
Keeps getting nicer and nicer and more pleasant. A clairvoyant once, I went to see one, and she said, "Mr. Cicero, you lead a charmed life." And I think I actually do. I mean, I've had my miseries like everybody else,
Nah, for sure.
but for the most part, it's been a wonderful life. I have a wonderful wife, and I have a wonderful place here on Cape Cod, and a very interesting place in New York. So that is a nice life.
Yeah, you
I
in New
think
York,
part of having
yeah,
a good
man.
life is to think about the future, because I just see a beautiful little red bird there. Anyway,
Now that's the artist for you, bro. We be in the middle of talking and we see some beautiful shit. We gotta catch a glimpse of. We oh shit, that damn, look at that car. Oh shit, goddamn. Look at that butterfly. No bullshit, man. Hey, it is what it is, bro. We catch it. We gotta catch that moment, you know?
you know, I'm 98. I'll be 99 in
Ooh.
August. People tell me, oh, wow, you don't look it.
OG.
Well,
Triple
I
O
don't look it, but I
motherfucking G.
feel it. My birthday's on August the 14th. So I'll be 99 years old, August the 14th. And then the next year, I'll be 100 years old. Unbelievable. I mean, it's just, the thought of it is, it's hard to explain.
Yeah.
I don't know when I did it, but there it is. This is the first painting I ever made. I think it's pretty remarkable. That's the first time I ever painted. I got something
Oh
like that.
shit. Oh shit. Okay.
Right now I'm drawing, so every day I draw. In other words, I'm active artistically. And I don't know how long it'll be that way, but
Yes, sir.
it's
That
a
man gotta
curious
put that
thing.
motherfucking
It's,
design on.
you'll hear this said over and over and over by old people. Inside, I feel like I'm young. Well, that's the way I feel. Mentally and emotionally, I feel.
Bro, ever since I got probably to the age of 22, bro, every time I like turned to, got at an older age, had a birthday and shit like that, excuse me, bro, I ain't gonna lie. That shit kicking in. But look, bro, every time I thought about my age and everybody used to ask me and shit like, so how you feel? You 20 something now or you 18 now? How you feel? I used to always just say like I'm 16. I feel like I'm 16. Now at this age now I'm 27, but like at 24, that's when I finally stopped feeling like I was 16. No bullshit. And what I meant by that is like I just wanted to have fun, bro. Like I still want to have fun now, but my mind was just so on just fun. I didn't give a damn about shit but fun. So yeah.
Like, I'm no different than I was when I was 40 years old. Picasso said it took me 4 years to paint like Raphael and a lifetime to paint like a kid. It's the kids when they work, it's just.
And I know exactly what he mean, right? So me right now, I can draw a full picture from reference. Textures, I'm talking about shadows, all that shit. Like for example, I can draw him right now. But when it comes to drawing a cartoon version of him or just a simple line drawing of him of some just that make it look like a 3-year-old did it, I can't do it. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to process it. I just be like, damn, like how can I draw like this and I can't do no simple shit? He just said some shit.
Absolute natural, unedified flow from inside to outside. When you look at it, you just instantly see that that freedom. Here, I'll pretend that I'm playing. See if I can fool the audience.
Nah. What's up? Oh man, go on, man. Play that shit, man. Yeah. That's old air coming out that motherfucker. That boy, yeah. He shouldn't even have a win for that shit at his age, man. Yeah.
Well, like most artists, I'd like to be a well-known artist. I like to live a long time
So,
through
okay.
my paintings.
Bro, how do you say his last
Like
name,
most
bro?
artists, I'm delighted that I got this
Well,
much,
you know, lobster.
from my work.
Big boy dinner.
I'm probably known nationally.
You got that
in the
bitch sitting
art
on the
world.
plate.
Not by most people. Most
Look at Miss
people
Thing.
in the United States never heard of me. But in the art world, I think I'm known pretty much all over. Look, hon, it's a bird. What is he doing? He knows how to be very still. And he'll probably be same spot when we leave.
She look young, way younger than him too.
It's a very sad thing to
She gotta
see.
be. She gotta be
right
like,
next door
yeah,
to
she way younger than
ours.
him.
He
Damn.
died, and the day after he died, it was like he never existed.
Getting some of that old meat.
I guess the average person, that's what
Getting that.
happens to them. But for some reason, I think painters and artists and people of people who want to go public in some way, they don't like the idea that they're going to die and disappear. They want to attain some kind of fame and be remembered for a long time. It's still very real, and I think it can be very painful when an artist realizes before he dies that he didn't make a mark of any kind.
Yeah.
I guess I have nothing more to say on that point.
Nah, for real, bro. That shit deep, cause I don't know if anybody ever heard of Kenneth Humphrey. If I'm not mistaken, I think he had a painting in the Cosby House. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not talking about the one where you see like the people dancing in the club and shit. But Kenneth Humphrey, he's from Mississippi. I met him literally like 2 weeks before he passed, and the knowledge that man gave me was some of the most simplest shit in the world, bro, that people been telling me all my life, and I just haven't got it through my fucking head, bro. Just draw that shit, bro. Just paint that shit. Fuck you thinking about? Just paint it. Just draw it. Fuck is you thinking about? Just do it. You know what I'm saying? And like to this day, it's kind of hard to just snap into it, but I do keep that in my head, and I do remember that like a motherfucker, bro. Like, R.I.P. Mr. Kenneth Humphrey, bro. Like, that shit was crazy. And like, speaking of him, he had one of those art styles that was kind of similar to this. And I'm gonna be honest. I'm being totally honest. This guy's artwork looks like 5 times better than Mr. Kenneth Humphrey's when you look at it. But you know, Kenneth Humphrey come from a black. It comes from like a like, damn, if you saw a lot of his work, it was like kind of like slavery work. It was a lot of African related work. So it looked African. It had like an African style to it. He didn't try to be uniform with it in no type, you know, in no way. So yeah, man. R.I.P. Mr. Kenneth Humphrey, bro.
It's hard to imagine what the consciousness of a creature like that is. And we're looking at him and thinking to ourselves, must be very lonely. But I don't know that he thinks he's very lonely. Maybe
See, he doing the same shit I do, wondering what animals thinking.
This is a pain in the ass. Look at the water around him. Boy, when you concentrate on one thing, then you lift your eyes and see this. It's really, the water's so flat.
See, like, that would be a cool ass paint in itself, bro.
Very still. Right. Oh boy. As you know, I don't like people talking about me, even when it's praising. At the same time, I have to say that I'm delighted, really, that people do think enough of me to have.
That man don't look no damn 90, nothing.
Just to talk about.
Look, he probably about 70. He don't.
Try to,
Shit, about 65. He don't look no 90 shit. That man do not look 90 nothing. Bruh.
When I look at my life, I do feel that I was lucky. It's almost magical that you're so lucky to have such a life. I don't know if it can be expressed any differently than that.
Bro, if I walked in a place like this, motherfucker be like, where the fuck did you come? What? The liquor store, the liquor store is a couple of blocks down. Oh, we don't have any weed in here. I'm sorry. You can't come in here smelling like that and all that shit. Hey man, shout out to Mr. Carmit. Oh shit, hold on. Carmen. Okay, cool. What the fuck am I looking at, bro? Okay, I'm reading this shit. I'm sorry. Mr. Cesario. Oh my gosh. Mr. Cicero. Cicero. I hope I'm saying this man's name. I'm sorry, Mr. Carmen, man. But yeah, man, this was a very good ass video. But like I said, man, I don't even really have anything else to say, bro. Shit gonna make me cry. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about Mr. Kenneth because he said some real deep shit, man. It's like being an artist and knowing you haven't left the mark. You know what I'm saying? That shit hurt when you think about that, man. And like me, I've been drawing my whole life and I haven't really did anything that I'm proud of as far as like art wise. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't sat back and just said, okay, cool, I did that, but like anything to show that I can say that I'm proud of, I don't have. So yeah, man. But we'll get there. With all that being said, man, thanks for those that watch. Hope you all enjoyed. Until then, it's Ciablo, and I'll catch you all on the next one.